All right, everybody. Hello. I
Hey,
always have to think about
Hello.
what day it is. I think this is day seven.
7.
Seven.
Seven.
Okay. Yeah, day seven. So a whole week of our new Advent calendar.
Yeah, we should be proud of ourselves. I
I
mean,
know.
that's pretty impressive, right?
I mean, I feel like last year we were determined, like this is what's going to happen. We're going to make this. But now that we've eclipsed that, we've climbed to the mountain. We know what it looks like. So to commit to another year is taking, now it's stamina.
Well, it's not a year. It's 24 days.
Feels like a year.
I mean, yeah, I feel like this has been I'm kind of gonna go with that.
Because there's so much going on this time of year. I mean, like this is the time of year where I mean, if I don't put it in my calendar, I mean, it's just not happening. I mean, ugh.
Yeah, everything's busy.
Uh-huh.
Home's busy, work's busy. Nuts.
Yeah. Well, the wine today is not from 2019. We have a 2017 vintage.
No.
I kid you not.
Do we have
I
a 20?
kid you not.
I didn't
2017.
even notice that.
And I understand why, because if you look on the back, this spends 18 months in oak barrels and 6 months in the bottle.
Oh.
So it may be a little aged.
And if you have some manchego with you, eat it. Because it's supposed to go good with it.
Good to know.
What they say.
All right, so this is another
Planted in sandy soil.
Yeah, sandy. I see that sandy soil.
Sandy soil.
So we got 70% Tempranillo and 30% Grenache. What was the one that we had with JJ? I think was all Tempranillo, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That was a really busy night. I don't.
I think that's
Somebody's
right.
like, maybe not. I don't remember. I wasn't there. Oh wait, yes, you were.
Totally was not. I did not, but I didn't wait. What did you say it was? I didn't read about. Did I read about? I didn't read about the Tempranillo. Great.
Well, because I don't think we had our books available that night.
It was after Ice on Ice.
Yeah, that was the night.
That was the night.
So, yeah.
There was other drinks before that. I might have made
Just
you
one.
forget.
I just had one. I mean, gosh, guys, I had one.
Just one.
You hadn't had 2 glasses.
30
Like you hadn't had 2 glasses of wine in one night.
Ever.
Per 45 minutes.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to.
10.
I'm trying
For
to.
45 minutes?
Tempranillo. Where is that one grid that the one that said that crime was the Malbec and you remember the word?
The trickster. The trickster was the Chardonnay.
Yeah, I can't. That's you. I can't find it.
Royal and a trickster.
I don't know where that page is. Anyways, I can read you what Helen says.
I thought it was Helen. I thought Helen was the one that.
It was in this book, but I can't find that one page.
No.
So Tempranillo, this red grape is the key ingredient for Rioja wines. It's a great little grape producing gorgeous cherry flavored wines.
Oh, yeah, a great little grape. We did read this.
We did.
A great little grape.
Oh,
Is that the same for the
I'm-
night?
Maybe that was the Ice on Ice night.
It's a great little grape.
Maybe you did read.
Oh, here it is. I found it. Genre. Oh, Tempranillo doesn't have one.
Oh.
Scott said maybe we need to go back and review our video from that night since we don't really
think we
remember
should
what we
do
said.
that. I don't know that we need to do
I did not
that.
do that. I reviewed the
Y'all,
Santa
y'all
on the party bunch
y'all
night.
loved it when it was me by myself last year, acting like a fool. But when y'all all acting like fools, you don't want to watch it.
I was not fool. I was not foolish.
Hey, wait.
Hey, what?
No, the Chardonnay, just to revisit, Chardonnay, the word for that was fantasy. A white grape can morph into many things depending on what the winemaker wants to create. Remember, we said that was She can morph into
Morph
whatever
into
you want her to
things.
be.
Okay.
She can be all the things.
I could be all things. Yeah, where did we get the trick? Oh, because we said you can morph, so you're a trickster.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
now I
The
understand.
other genres are totally not me. I mean,
What about Cabernet Sauvignon? Romance
Not
and
me.
dark.
horror, not me. Literary prize winner, not me.
What about romance?
Poetry, not me. Politics, again, not me. Romance light, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what that grape is. Torrontés.
I think romance dark because it's black fruits and sometimes spicy.
I can be spicy.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I got real spicy today.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Zoom off.
Sci-fi, not me. Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
That's Pinot Grigio. Who do we know is a Pinot Grigio sci-fi?
Mm,
JJ
no,
likes that, but
yeah. Chris likes sci-fi, but I wouldn't call him a Pinot Grigio.
Chris likes wine.
He does. Let's be honest. He just likes wine. He likes wine.
That's
Well,
it.
let's see. Did we read the Wine Folly on Tempranillo? I don't think so.
You probably did, and we don't remember. So
it's possible.
obviously,
Someone did it again. So it pairs nicely with steak and gourmet burgers and rack of lamb. Fresher styles match well with baked pasta and other tomato-based dishes. So the tasting notes are cherry, dried fig, cedar, tobacco, and dill. We definitely didn't read that.
dill.
Dill, apparently. Dill. And I've just noticed, and this is my fault, but I've just noticed that Wine Folly actually tells you the temperature, okay, which is helpful.
Oh.
And also how long you should decant it.
Oh, that's nice. You should be incorporating that. Why didn't you incorporate that?
No, and I mean, I have a fabulous decanter and I decant wine all the time. Probably not long enough because I usually pour it in there and then be like,
And start drinking it.
and then I drink it. I'm like, good enough. Right? It's like 30 seconds. None of these say 30 seconds. They say like an hour or some of these say don't.
So funny story. When I went to see Alex the other day and I bought some, that other Zen and cab, and he said, "You've got to try this cab." And I'm like, okay, how much is it? He's like, $84. And I was like, oh, well. He said, it's so good. He said, just decant it for 4 or 5 hours. It is an excellent. And I went, So
4 or
when I
5
want to start drinking my
hours?
red wine, you're telling me at lunch I should put it in the decanter and I should let it
4 or 5
sit
hours?
while I eat my lunch
A
and then come
long
back
time.
and prepare dinner.
Mhm. Yeah.
Which, listen, I mean, I get
It's
it.
kind of
Some
like
people do
defrost,
that.
remembering to defrost meat. Like you gotta
Yeah.
set it out at
Oh, it's
lunch.
horrible, right?
I mean, that would be, I'm talking about like levels of hell to decant it and then just leave it there.
We've
for
done it.
5
JJ
hours
did it
and
one
not
time
be
with
able to drink it.
JJ did it one night with a Pinot Noir. It was one of our Pinot Noirs that we bought. I don't know. It may have been an Arista one that we had, and he decanted it. And I will say, when we did our Pinot Noir tasting with his family, and everybody came with a brown bag Pinot Noir, and we had about 8 different bottles. So none of us really knew what was what. They were labeled 1 through 8, right? We tried them all. The one that we rated second to worst collectively, right, was a very expensive bottle. It was bought at the same liquor store, and I'm sure it was supposed to be decanted. The next day, we put it out on the patio, right? So it was Thanksgiving, so it's super cold at night. So it's probably like 40 degrees. Not super cold, just 40 degrees, really. But it stayed colder than it would if it was in a wine fridge, right? I mean, if it was in a wine fridge, it was like 52, 55, 52. We tried it the next night, and it was the best one because we had some of all the bottles, and we tried every
leftover.
single one of them,
Yeah.
and it was the best one out there.
Huh. So it needed
Isn't
to
that
breathe.
funny? So I feel like, how do you know? I mean, is it certain grapes that you decant, or is it certain like actual
Okay, so
winemakers know?
was it a Pinot Noir?
Yes.
Okay, so Wine Folly says Pinot Noir, you only decant for 30 minutes.
See, I mean, who knows that? We decanted one for 4 hours one time.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Still tasted great.
Google it. Google it.
Right. Interesting. Okay, so what do you think of this wine? I mean, it's really inky. It's
I kind of like it,
yeah. There's not a whole lot to it. I would
but
say
I like
that
it because there are a lot of tannins. It is kind of leaves you a little salivating, like little.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like it. I like the dark cherry, and it's not
Yeah.
too. It's bold enough, like you get a cab, like it's bold enough, but it's not.
I get a little licorice.
I didn't get that.
No. I get
I
the
like the way
cherry.
it smells. I love the way it smells because
I
it's
do.
not overpowering.
Yeah, I like the way it smells.
And I think, interestingly, because we've had a bunch of these that we didn't like the smell or it just tasted different than it smelled, I think this one matches the smell a little bit more.
Yeah,
It definitely tastes cherry.
yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yeah, the cherry is
It's a little,
huge.
it is a little dry.
Mhm.
I would say. I mean, but Tempraneos, I've never really loved them because they're so dry. I've never had one that was like, except for the ones we've been having that weren't really. They were young.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I'm with
like
you.
it. I'm gonna give it a. I don't want to buy it if I don't have to. But I mean, if you're gonna line up a bunch of wines and you say Tempranillo from 2017, I'll probably buy before anything in 2019 that we've been trying.
Well, that's a good point.
So maybe a 3. I would buy it again.
By 3. I was gonna say like just under. I was gonna give it a 2.9, like
I was
just
gonna
under
say- I was going to say 3.
3.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So Vivino,
I think that's the lowest so
Yeah.
far.
So Vivino rated it fairly low for these wines. So this was a 3.3. Although I feel like the Tempranillo field is crowded. So I'm sure there's a lot to compare.
It finishes really good. Even though it's dry, it finishes really nice and it doesn't stay that long. I mean, it's not super bold. It's not super, what is the alcohol content? 13 and a half?
Oh, is
Probably.
it?
Yeah,
That was-
13 and a half.
Yeah.
13 and a half.
I like it. I think it finishes really nice. It finishes kind of smoky a little, maybe it's that cedar, like woodsy kind, just a little bit of.
Yeah, I wouldn't say smoky, but I agree, like a woody, like outdoorsy,
I kind of like it. I
earthy.
don't know. It'd be good to. It'd be good with some chocolate s'mores and marshmallows.
This is totally off the subject, but remember, Stephanie, when I told you I thought I had a cavity?
Oh no,
Remember?
you have a cavity?
You remember? She doesn't remember. You're a bad friend.
No, I remember because you've never had one.
No, that's not true. I've had one.
My point exactly. I mean, the people who have it, like the whole mouth is full of.
And I thought that I had another one because
Yeah.
it's been hurting right here, cold,
Yeah.
sugar, it
Yeah.
hurts. And he told me today, your teeth look great. You don't have a cavity, but your enamel is, because my
Yeah.
gums are receding because I grind
Yeah,
my teeth.
yeah. That's
So
what
my
it is.
enamel is getting thinner. And I go, does that mean I'm getting old? And he said, kind of does. And I was like, "Hmm." So then he told me I had to use sensitive toothpaste. And I went, man, those commercials, those Sensodyne commercials, there's like, they're like
It's all old people. Yeah.
And he goes, well, I think we can, he said, I think we could do better than Sensodyne. I've got some stuff I'll give you. I was like, okay, I'll just say Sensodyne.
Yeah.
So my teeth are
Well,
getting
so
old.
to add to this, so
I mean, no offense, I don't want you to have a cavity, but I mean,
Yeah,
the
I
people
mean, at
like
least I don't
you
feel
and
bad.
JJ, I've only had one cavity. I'm like, yeah, I'm happy that you were blessed with great teeth. However, I don't even panic when I go to the dentist. It's like, he's like, okay, let me look. And I'm like, I mean, I'm just going to accept the fact that there's going to get 2 fillings a year, right? I've gone 2 times without having to have anything done.
Dude,
But,
I truly believe that teeth is genetic.
It is.
oh, it is.
oh, totally.
Because,
Because my
Yeah.
my mom has never
It's
she's
actually passed down by your mom.
72 and she's never had a cavity.
It's
And
passed
they
down
say
by
it's
your
like-
mom.
And they say that you can't, right? They say that you can't, and Jess probably knows this, but like even the saliva makeup, like the way that your mouth produces saliva and what's in the content of your saliva is different from each individual, right? So like JJ's had one cavity in his life, and he's the worst at like dental hygiene. Like when
Yeah.
I say worst, I mean, you know, barely flosses.
Oh, I'm
like,
terrible at flossing.
I, however,
Terrible.
have horrible teeth. Now I grew up eating candy every single day, a Snickers bar and Starburst and Cheetos and all the things in a grocery store, because that's what my dad had. But I would also say that I'm the best at dental hygiene now, and here I am.
With all of this stuff.
And I
yeah.
and I had an implant 2 years ago, right? Like I had a root canal that went bad, and it and then this and that and this, and it's
That's
just every
awful.
time I go.
I've never even had braces.
I had braces.
Well, I didn't either. I had Invisalign, but I
But
have to get
I don't
new.
have cavities. But
You've never had them either.
mm-mm. And I only brush my teeth. So you're talking about like,
Thousands of dollars you're saving. Thousands of dollars.
I brush my teeth once a day. That's ever. Just once a day.
Really?
Really?
You do it at night?
I do it in the morning.
That's interesting.
I brush my teeth in the morning.
You don't need to get
JJ's
that red
Holly?
line off your teeth?
JJ's the same way, Holly, and he's had one cavity his entire
Yeah.
life, and his dad's a dentist. Hello.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
wrong with people?
And I don't usually floss. I will a little bit. Like I keep like those little flossers here and there. I have a permanent retainer, so I'll do some like, flossing in there. But yeah, Chris has had like crowns and all sorts of crazy stuff. And yeah, I've had nothing. And
I want to know what this has to do with Tempranillo
it doesn't
wine.
really have to do with that. We kind of got off track.
We digress sometimes.
We digress.
You just
But,
sit over there and look pretty.
Yeah. Shush, Scott. But it's interesting. It is passed on by your mother. So for all of our followers that want to know, so each of us have a type of bacteria called strep mutans. So it's a Streptococcus mutans. They like strep throat and stuff like that. Well, anyway, there's different.
I got one. I got some of those.
Different strains of that. So, but it's passed down from your mom, because if you think about it, like your mom is kissing you all in the mouth. She takes your pacifier, sticks it in her mouth, licks it, puts it back in.
No,
it's like,
my mom did not do that. My mom did not.
I never did that. And I mean, I don't even.
I did not do that for
Did
Carolee
you
either.
ever lick a fork and then give it back to your kids?
No.
Really? Okay.
No.
Well, maybe that's okay. That's different than okay. Right. Either way, it passes that way. So that's usually who you
Thank you, Dr. Jess, for that
That
2
was
minutes of
sorry.
medical knowledge that we
There we
will
go.
always
There we go.
remember,
There
and
we
we
go.
will. We gosh, we
Right.
just
See,
can't
followers, you get a little bit of everything.
I
You
mean,
get
there's just a little bit of stuff
wine
every time. Yeah.
and cheese and teeth maintenance.
Well, I was going to tell you about the whole thing being old is that, so, I'm part of this tennis league, and we have decided this year to go ahead and play with 18 and older again. But it was a hot debate of whether we should continue that, which is what we've done in the past, or go ahead and join the 40 and over league.
Yes, you joined the 40 and over league. I mean, what are you crazy?
I think that you should. I mean,
Y'all don't want to agree that you're over 40?
Over 40. It was a little bit tough to sell. We're like, oh, okay, we'll play with that group now.
okay, I have to tell you something. You are over 40.
I understand, but we've played with the 18 and older up until now.
Have you
That's
won
cheating.
against all of those 18-year-olds?
We
That's cheating.
won some of those, not all of those.
You're going to win the whole shabam, like all of it, if you do 40.
We're playing the 40s, right? So, to be continued.
So the good thing is, if you join the 40 and over, you would be at the lower end. So you'd be you could say you're all the
Hey,
youngest.
all of this came up. All of this was discussed. It's like,
You
oh, yeah, okay.
you have to.
kind of hurts a little bit. You're like, oh God, we all.
Y'all will be the young cats.
We will.
I mean,
we're
I'm
the
telling you-
whippersnappers.
I'm okay with being over 40. It was the learning that my teeth enamels thinning because I'm getting old. I don't care for
Yeah,
that.
you're not really over that.
I already have nightmares about my teeth falling out. I
Yeah,
don't need
yeah.
Hey, you know, a little Sensodyne toothpaste ain't nothing on this hip surgery I
I'm
got.
not taking Sensodyne. I'm not going to use Sensodyne.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
true. You already
sensitive
Okay.
toothpaste.
You know
I
what?
mean,
Here's what we're gonna do.
bone
No,
shaved
no.
down. I mean, did you want
You
that
win.
one?
You win.
Wait. We're gonna start
You-
leaving Holly little gifts. The day after we give her a African horned jelly melon.
Jelly melon.
We're gonna get her a bunch of Sensodyne.
Yeah.
We're gonna
All
leave
you
it in the
say,
pool house
turnabout
bathroom.
is fair play.
Hey, we'll just
It's
leave it in the
fair
pool
play.
house bathroom for you.
Yeah. We'll
And I'll be leaving a walker at your house.
And I might throw it at your car.
I was gonna say.
Because I mean, teeth versus walking, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go with I'd rather have teeth problems than having your
Whatever.
bones shaved.
Yeah, that's why I said you win. You win. You're getting a new hip.
Hey, I'm not
Exactly.
getting a new hip. Wait, let's start over here. I think you might want to turn it off. Just going to the house.
It's about to get explicit. We're about to get explicit.
Yeah, Scott said this is why y'all stay up till 11 damn 30 every time you do this. No.
Most fun we ever have is December.
Yes.
That's true. Yeah.
It's gonna get real. It's gonna get real.
It's getting real. It's getting
You're
real.
about to get
That's for sure.
real excited.
Mhm. All right, there's my glass of wine. I definitely won't have another for, an hour.
At least an hour.
At least an hour.
Maybe 10 minutes.
All right. Well, I'm going to stick with my 2.9, even as it aged. I agree. I mean, it's nothing awful, nothing bad. I mean, I think I liked a couple nights ago better than this one, but
Peer pressure doesn't make you go up 1.1 to 3.0.
no. We're in.
Okay,
Yeah.
the average. It's
Okay.
fine. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sticking with my 3. I'm
Okay.
good with that. I feel good about it.
Well,
Okay.
me and my good teeth will see everybody tomorrow night.
Okay.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
ladies. We'll keep this one short. Cheers.
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 Okay,
Cheers.
Good night.
Good night.
Short, but